what is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we get into this video, I want to introduce myself. My name is Manisha. I do lifestyle vlogs and I also do advice column videos. Sometimes I'll sit and talk to my audience about topics, things that are mostly pertaining to lifestyle, just anything really I feel that I want to share with the world. So if you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any further videos that I make in the future. My goal this year is to reach at least 500 subscribers by the end of the year, which I think is totally doable. I think I'm at like 200 right now. So if you could support your girl and help me hit my goal of 500 subscribers, that would be amazing. Without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. I'm basically going to be talking about how to get out of your lazy girl era or lazy guy era. Before I go any further, I do want to define what lazy means to me. So the lazy that I'm talking about is more of like self-care. I am a 9-to-5 employee. I work a Monday through Friday job, 40 hours a week. Sometimes I work on the weekends. It just kind of depends. And I have been going to work every single day. So I can't say I've been lazy in that aspect of my life. I have still been getting up, showing up for work, right? But when it comes to showing up for myself, I have been really lazy. So I've been making some pointers in my phone of what I've been doing to kind of get out of this lazy funk that I've been in. So I would say create a plan or a routine. Basically for me, making a routine is so important, especially because I already have a routine when it comes to my regular job. I have to report to work at a certain time. There's a certain time for lunch breaks. There's a certain time to clock in and clock out, right? So it's the same thing when it comes to your personal life too. I think it's very important that you have to set a schedule to fit yourself in as well. For me, I really try to get to bed at a certain time. The earlier the better for me. The earlier the better, right? Going to bed on time is really important, and there are apps on your phone where you can set alarms to say, hey, it's bedtime. You can put your phone on D&D. I also utilize the app shutdown feature on phones. I think Android also has it as well, where you can tell the apps like, at this time, shut down my applications, and then it'll kick you off of whatever program that you're on, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, or whatever. That has been really good for me because I can sit there and scroll on TikTok forever and lose track of time. So going to bed is really essential, because I feel like if I don't get enough sleep the night before, it's the worst domino effect. Like, I wake up super groggy the next day. I'm in a bad mood. I don't remember to take my vitamins. I'm in a rush to get to work. I don't drink enough water. Like, it's the worst domino effect for me. So I feel like creating a plan has been super helpful. I'm just looking at my notes to make sure I don't forget anything. With me, I feel like sometimes getting to sleep is also a challenge. So what I've been doing is working out more. I've been going on afternoon walks. I have been going to the gym. I've been doing I used to play tennis a lot, so I've been back outside playing tennis, just to kind of exhaust myself in a way, because I don't know, I feel like once I get off of work, I like to say I'm so tired, right? But I'm really not as tired as I think I am. I might be physically tired, but I'm not mentally tired, right? And I don't know, I might have ADHD, I don't know. I've never been diagnosed, but I feel like once I get off of work and I come home, I shower, I eat my dinner or whatever it is, I lay in my bed, and it's like I'm so happy to lay down to rest my body, but my mind hasn't been stimulated enough, if that makes sense. I almost feel like I didn't do anything for myself, so I feel like I owe myself this time to go online and catch up with social media and whatever's going on, and then I'm up for hours at a time. So what's been working for me is after work, I try to go do a physical activity, whether it's walking, going for afternoon walks have been amazing. Reading a book, I've been trying to read more books at night, write in my journal. I've been trying to do that. It has been helping me a lot. I went on a walk yesterday, and by the time I got home, I was so tired. I jumped in the shower, I had a quick dinner, and I was like lights out. Like, I was ready to go to sleep. So that's really been helping me get to bed on time, and then it trickles into me getting enough rest, and then I'm ready to go the next day. So point number 2 is discipline. So it's easier said than done, right? So you can say, okay, I want to go to bed at such and such time, or, you know, I want to meal prep on this day and that day of the week. You know, it takes discipline to really put the plan into motion. I'll go ahead and use those apps to cut off my time, because I almost feel like I need something to hold me accountable. And so if my phone says, hey, it's time to get off the app, like, you set this time to shut it down, that helps me stay disciplined. It helps me stay on track. Even things like taking vitamins, I put little alarms on my phone, like, hey, now it's time to take your vitamin, or hey, now it's time to drink water. Like, my water intake increment things, I think it goes off every like hour, maybe 2 hours. I start really slow. Like, in the beginning, I think I started doing it every 3 hours because it was really annoying. But again, that helped me to stay disciplined, because it is time for me to drink some water. And that's been helping me sleep too. When you're dehydrated, that definitely affects your sleep. And I did not know that for a long time. But when your body is so thirsty and in a sense of like alert mode, like you're in a fight or flight, like your body is fighting for survival, and that's not gonna help you sleep. Like, you just sleep so much better when you're hydrated. So after I did it for 3 hours, I think I cut it down to 2 hours, and then the goal is for me to get it to every 30 minutes to do the alarm. But I'm still putting a plan, I'm still setting up a plan to where it's helping me stay disciplined, right? Because discipline is so hard. I'm telling you, I even slip. I still have days where I'm slipping. I'll see the alarm and I'll just shut it off, because I'm like, I don't want to be bothered with it. But it's okay to, like, you know, fall off a little bit and get back into it. But staying disciplined has really helped me to get out of like my laziness when it comes to taking care of myself. It's just really important to stay focused, and you have to consciously be aware of how you're taking care of yourself, because it's so easy to kind of just like go day by day and then, you know, just do the same things every single day that are not healthy. That's really easy to do. When you're being disciplined, it's like, oh, you don't want to do it, but it's really good for you to do it. And I feel like when you keep consistent with the discipline, it makes it a little bit easier as time goes on. Like, it gets easier as you keep doing it, because then now it becomes a habit, right? That's how I feel. The third thing on the list is consistency. So like I just said, it's really important to stay consistent with the plan you set in line for yourself. With consistency, it makes things so much easier. It becomes second nature to you. And then it's like you're slowly but surely getting out of the habit of like not taking care of yourself. It's really important to take care of yourself. Number 4 is set realistic goals. Now, like I said, if you're gonna have a plan, right, you don't want to make a plan where it's like you go from one dramatic to the next. Like I said, with the water intake, I didn't start off with my alarms at like every 30 minutes to drink some water, because let's just be real, sometimes at work, whatever job you have, I don't know what everybody's job is, but sometimes at work I can't drink water every 30 minutes. Like, I might be off doing something else, or, you know, taking care of somebody or whatever it is, or I don't even have my phone on me at work. So I try to make a realistic goal of like, okay, let me set this alarm for like every 3 hours. Just because, one, it'll make me feel good that I was able to do it that time that I set for myself. And 2, it's like I'm starting slow. You know, I'm not going to put it for every 30 minutes. I'm like, dang, I missed my alarm for my drinking water. You know, so it's like, set realistic goals for yourself. Don't think that like you're going to make it to work out every single day. Like today, I did not go for a walk, but I can maybe read a book tonight or something to help me sleep. Like, there's just, you got to be honest with your energy level. You got to be honest with, you know, how much time you have for yourself, if that makes sense. Like sometimes you may be running late to get off of work and the sun has maybe already gone down and you maybe can't go for an afternoon walk, or you know, you're maybe not in the best mood after work today. Like somebody made you upset at work and you don't want to do anything really but just to lay down and that's okay too. So it's like, just set realistic goals for yourself and be easy with yourself. Like don't feel like just because you didn't take your vitamins this morning that like you failed. Every day is not the same, so just be realistic with what goals you have for yourself and how you want things to flow. Number 5 is avoid distractions. I don't know what distractions would be for you guys. That's like a personal thing for you to figure out what your distractions are. But the distractions for me is definitely social media. Social media is my biggest distraction. I feel like when I get off of work or it's just like time to take care of myself, instead of like getting up and going to shower, I just wasted 30 minutes on my phone. For me, that's my biggest distraction. So I try to be mindful, and I don't want to make it seem like social media is so bad. It's really not. Social media is great, but it can be a bad habit. I'll say that. It could be a bad habit. So it's like you really have to set boundaries with your phone, period, because I can be on my phone forever. I really try to be mindful to not be on my phone so much. Like I'll post something and then I'll get off of my phone, or I'll just look at it for like, I think a couple like 30-minute increments is cool. You know, if you have like 30 minutes you want to scroll online, that's cool, you know what I mean? But sometimes I'd be on there for like 4 or 5 hours. That's crazy. That's crazy. It just took up like most of your day. Yeah, my biggest distraction is my phone. I've been trying to get better with that. Number 6 is to reward yourself. I love this part because I feel like after I do something good, I try to reward myself as much as possible. Like if I drank all my water today, then I might go get myself a little treat. Maybe got to bed on time the night before, then I can wake up earlier tomorrow and probably make it to get some like nice breakfast or something. Rather than making breakfast, I can go buy breakfast, you know, stuff like that. Like little rewards here and there really help you to, 1, feel better about yourself, 2 is definitely self-care, and 3, you just you know that like you did something good for yourself. And yeah, I think that rewarding yourself is super important. And then the last thing on my list is don't seek perfection. It is not going to be perfect. There are going to be some days where you don't do none of your routine, and that is okay. But where it goes wrong is when you completely let go of the routine 100%, and that's what puts you in that lazy era, is when you let go of the goals that you have set for yourself, when you let go of the routine, you're not consistent, you just doing the same toxic stuff every single day. That will put you in the lazy era that you don't want to be in. I feel like when I'm in my lazy era, I fall into depression, and then it's like I'm just not having a good time. Like I'm going to work every day, but I'm not really living. I'm not feeling good about myself. I don't look good. I know I don't look good. Like you could just tell when people are going through it, and I just be looking rough. I look so rough. So it's like when you're really taking care of yourself and being mindful about things that are good for you, it shows on the outside. It really does. It also shows in like your work ethic too. I feel like I lack at work when I just don't feel good. Like I'm not at my best. People are so annoying to me. Like I'm so much more irritable. I'm resentful. I have a nasty attitude, and it reflects in my work, and then I don't feel good about myself. And I feel like, and then I start to insult myself and tell myself like you're lazy and like you're not getting anything done and you're not doing anything. Like it's really not laziness. It's just the fact of like I'm not taking care of myself. And then that evil little voice inside your head like starts to speak and say negative things, but it's like, no, you're not lazy at all. You just kind of fell out of your routine. You fell out of taking care of yourself. And it's really, really important to just be mindful to show up for yourself too. You can't show up for nobody else if you don't show up for you. That's how I feel. And also with me being a creative and I do YouTube, if I'm not taking care of myself, I'm not gonna want to do none of this. I'm not gonna want to film. I can't be creative. Like, my creative juices are not flowing. I'm not motivated to create anything. And then that makes me sad, because it's like I like doing this stuff. Even though I do work a regular 9 to 5, I have to have a creative outlet. I know that about myself. Like, I know that about myself. I just get really depressed. I've been so mindful about being aware of what I need and taking care of me, you know, and being the best me that I can be. And I'm telling you, when I started doing this whole plan thing, like taking my own advice basically, I feel so much better. Like, so much better. My days are so much brighter. Like, you will be surprised at how little things change, like make such a big change. Like, I'm telling you, taking vitamins, man, like, I've been taking vitamins for a long time, but like when I stopped taking my vitamins, I didn't notice how like just bland I felt, and like I just did not feel good. Like, I wasn't eating good either. I didn't notice how like dehydrated I was before bed. Like, I can make it through work without feeling completely just like so crappy about myself. I can go and get a good workout in because I have enough energy and I ate a great meal that day. I had enough breakfast, I had enough lunch, you know. I can go eat a great dinner. Take care of yourself, you guys. Seriously, like, you have to start showing up for you more than you show up for anybody. I don't care what job you work. Make time for yourself. I know people have different circumstances. Some people are parents. I'm not a parent, so I don't know. But even if you can take 30 extra minutes before you go to sleep to do something for you, it goes a long way. It goes a long way, okay? So do your best, you know? Like I said, it's not going to be perfect at first, and there are still some days where it's not perfect for me either. Like, I still struggle with my plan and my routine. Try to stay as productive as possible. It really, really helps. Like, truly do these things. Let me know in the comments how it has helped you. This is the end of the video, you guys. If you found it helpful, please let me know, and also give me a thumbs up. Like I said, I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers by the end of the year, you guys, so if you could help us out, I would really, really appreciate it. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.